Hello everyone, welcome to Daily English Practice. My name is Sarah.
Hello Sarah, and hello to all our wonderful listeners. I'm so happy to be here today.
Thank you, Liam. It's always nice to have you with me. To everyone listening right now, we're so glad you chose to spend time with us. Today we want to share something really helpful for people who are just starting to learn English.
Yes Sarah, we're going to discuss daily activities. All the normal things people do from morning to night. This will help you learn many useful words and action verbs.
Perfect. Now, before we begin our lesson, we have a small request. If you find our lessons helpful, we would love it if you could subscribe to our channel. Also, please tell your English learning friends about us, and don't forget to click the like button. These things really support us. And also, you can find the PDF of this lesson in the description.
Absolutely, and we always enjoy reading your messages. Please write to us in the comments section. You can tell us about your daily routine or ask us questions about English learning.
Okay, Liam. Are you ready to talk about what we do during the day?
Absolutely, Sarah. Let's start with the morning. What do you usually do in the morning?
Well, the first thing I do is wake up. I usually wake up around 6:30.
6:30, that's a good time. I sometimes wake up a little earlier, around 6 o'clock.
Wow, you're an early bird, Liam. After I wake up, I take a shower.
Me too. Take a shower is a very important phrase.
That's right. After that, I get dressed, I choose my clothes for the day and put them on.
Get dressed. That means you put on your clothes.
Exactly. After I get dressed, I go to the kitchen. I usually make breakfast. Make breakfast. What do you usually have for breakfast, Liam?
I often have cereal and milk. Sometimes I eat toast too, like with butter or jam.
Cereal and milk. Simple and delicious. I usually have coffee and fruit. After breakfast, I brush my teeth. Brush my teeth. That means you clean your teeth.
Exactly. I brush my teeth and wash my face.
And what do you do after you brush your teeth, Liam?
Well, if I'm going out, I might put on my jacket and my shoes. Put on my jacket and put on my shoes. Very good. Then I usually leave the house.
Leave the house. Where do you usually go when you leave the house in the morning?
I usually go to work. I work in a school. Go to work. I sometimes work from home, but sometimes I also go to an office. That's interesting. So Sarah, what do you do in the morning? Can you tell us about your routine?
Sure. I wake up around 6:30. Then I take a shower and get dressed. After that, I go to the kitchen and make coffee and have fruit for breakfast. Then I brush my teeth and wash my face. If I need to go to the office, I put on my jacket and maybe a scarf. Then I leave the house and go to work.
That's a great morning routine, Sarah. We used a lot of important verbs there. Wake up, take a shower. Get dressed, go to the kitchen. Make breakfast, have breakfast, brush my teeth, wash my face, put on jacket, put on shoes, leave tea house, go to work.
Yes, those are very useful verbs for beginners. Let's talk about what we do during the day. Liam, what do you do at work?
At work, I usually stand in my classroom and teach students. I write on the board and give lessons.
Stand in my classroom, teach students, write on the board, and give lessons. These are all things many teachers do at work.
That's right. Sometimes I also have meetings with other teachers. Have meetings. Meetings are when people get together to talk about work. What about you, Sarah? What do you do during the day, especially if you work from home?
If I work from home, I also sit at my desk and use my computer. I might make phone calls or check emails. Sometimes I have video calls. And then usually around lunchtime I have lunch.
Have lunch. What do you usually eat for lunch, Sarah?
I often have rice and vegetables. Something healthy.
Rice and vegetables. Sounds healthy. I sometimes bring my lunch from home, or I go out to buy food.
Go out to buy food, that's nice. After lunch we usually go back to work.
Yes, back to work until the end of the day. What happens after work, Sarah?
After work I usually go home.
Go home. That's a great feeling. What do you do when you get home?
Well, sometimes I sit on the couch and listen to music.
Sit on the couch, listen to music. That sounds nice and relaxing.
It is. Sometimes I also cook dinner.
I like to cook fish, or sometimes I make a simple salad.
Fish. Salad. Delicious. I also like to cook dinner. Sometimes I try new recipes. That's fun. After dinner, what do you usually do, Liam?
After dinner, I often clean the kitchen.
Clean the kitchen. Not my favorite activity, but it has to be done.
Me neither. Sometimes I read magazines or call my friends.
Read magazines. call my friends. These are all great evening activities.
What about you, Sarah? What do you do in the evening?
In the evening, I sometimes play games, or I might watch movies.
What kind of movies do you like?
I like many kinds, but often I watch something funny in the evening.
That sounds lovely. Then before going to bed, what do you do?
I usually take a bath. Good way to relax. And then I go to bed.
What time do you usually go to bed, Sarah?
I try to go to bed around 10 o'clock or 10:30.
That's a good time. I usually go to bed a little later, around 11 o'clock. So to summarize our day, we talked about waking up, getting ready in the morning, going to work or working from home, having lunch, finishing work, going home, relaxing, having dinner, and going to bed.
Yes, Liam, we covered so many useful everyday actions. Let's quickly review some of the key verbs we used. Wake up. Take a shower. Get dressed. Go to the kitchen. Make breakfast. Make breakfast. Brush teeth. Wash face. Put on jacket. Put on shoes. Leave the house. Go to work. Stand in classroom. Teach students. Write on the board. Give lessons. Have meetings. Make phone calls. Check emails. Have lunch. Go home. Sit on the couch. Listen to music. Cook dinner. Clean the kitchen. Read magazines. Call friends. Play games. Watch movies. Take a bath. Go to bed.
That's a fantastic list, Sarah. These are all things that everyone does regularly, so learning these phrases is super helpful for beginners. And remember, you can use these phrases to talk about your own day. Try to think about what you do from morning until night and say it in English. You can even write it down. Writing can help you remember the words and phrases better.
Exactly. Learning a new language takes time and practice. Be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress, no matter how small it seems.
That's such good advice, Sarah. Well, I think we've covered a lot about our day today. Hopefully our listeners found this helpful.
I hope so too, Liam. It was fun talking about our daily routines.
It was Sarah, and to our listeners, thank you so much for joining us today on Easy English Learning. We really appreciate you being here.
Yes, thank you. And if you enjoyed this episode and found it helpful, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any future lessons.
That's right, and please share this episode with anyone you know who is also learning English. It would mean a lot to us, and we love to hear from you. So please leave a comment below telling us about your day in English, or any other topics you'd like us to talk about in the future.
Yes, we read your comments and appreciate your feedback. So until next time, keep practicing your English and have a wonderful day. Bye for now, everyone.
Goodbye.